record on my computer. All right, so I'm gonna start over again. Welcome to the Heart and Soul is Your Brand Strategy, this training. And this is a live training for my group, the Spirit Driven Success Circle, which is going to be a membership site. So I'm super excited to announce that we are turning the Spirit Driven Success Circle into a membership place where you can experience monthly emotional freedom technique sessions and tapping and things of that sort. So this is Christian EFT for Christian Women in Business. And a little bit more about me. Like I was saying, I'm Justina Ford. I am the owner of the Purposeful Pursuit to a Beautiful You. I'm also the founder of the Soulful Business Alignment and Mindset Mastery Inner Circle, my 16-week signature program. And so that program is for Christian entrepreneurs who want to overcome their limiting beliefs, create cohesive brands, also create their own signature programs and attract divine clients through soulful content. Okay. And so a little bit more about me on a personal side. If you don't know, I homeschool my children. That is something that most people are like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? Right. And then, excuse me, I also, I'm a veteran spouse. I am first and foremost a professional makeup artist. So I've worked with a lot of the multimedia marketing departments for corporate businesses like Target, excuse me, Gulfstream, Smithfield Foods, the U.S. Census Bureau. Like I've been a part of their multimedia marketing departments and watching like the whole process, being a part of the creative direction for the makeup, the clothing, like their hair, all those pieces, and just making sure that it fits the brand message, right? And just have an opportunity to sit in and be a part of the interview process and see how they're actually showcasing their business and putting it in the media, which is what a lot of you guys are doing in your businesses. You know, you're taking advantage of social media, maybe not at the level that these corporate companies are doing it, but as a mompreneur, solopreneur, you are definitely wanting to make sure that your brand is cohesive, your mindset is up leveled, your message is aligned, and all of that. And so my offer to you guys for listening to the very end of this training or taking action during the training is you'll have two bonuses. You can actually get the replay for this training for $15. That's just something I'm doing as a bonus for those of you that are already in the Multi-Passionate Woman of Faith live training room. And for those of you that are already in the Spirit Driven Success Circle, if you choose not to stay with us, you can go ahead and get access to this training today before midnight. Okay. If you end up staying with us in the Spirit Driven Success Circle, you choose to stay there and, stick around, then you don't have to worry about paying for this because it'll actually be in the Spirit Driven Success Circle and it'll actually stay there. Okay. That's one bonus to you guys for listening to the end and just being present, paying attention and being here in my space. I'm so grateful to have you. So the next thing is I am doing a very special one-off 4-hour VIP Christian Energy Clearing session. If you've been following me for any time, you know that I never separate my energy work from the bigger picture. It all comes in the package, or it all comes in the membership. And this is a one-time deal. I'm feeling this out. It may happen again. It may not. I'm really feeling it out. But a 4-hour VIP Christian Energy Clearing session with me privately is retailed at $1,000. And what I'm doing it is in a group format. And for listening to this training again, listening to the very end, staying with me, or, taking advantage and taking action during this training, you will also get $50 off that training. And that is taking place on July 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. BST. So I would love for you guys to join us, just letting you guys know what's going on. Okay. So what we are going to cover in this training, what we're covering in this training is 8 ways to know when you're sucking the life out of your business. Okay. I know this just to be so true. Like when you're doing business online and you're so bombarded by like all these messages and all these different people, it's like you can get really distracted and begin to suck the life out of your business. Even the things in our life can kind of take that away from us too. So I want you to realize when you're doing it at the micro level, when it's you that is really like just sucking the life out. Okay. We'll also discuss what heart and soul really means for your business, right? Because heart and soul can sound so abstract and it can sound unattainable, like you can't touch it, right? So I want you to know what it really, really means. Another thing we'll be talking about is what I find women are doing instead of operating in heart and soul, okay? The next thing we'll be talking about are the 5 benefits of identifying the heart and soul of your business. You really, when you understand how beneficial it is to get to the heart and soul of your brand, your business, I think, and I know, I don't just think, I know that you'll be like, wait a second, I've got to shift this thing, and I've got to start to really dig deeper about what my business means for me. And the next thing we'll be covering, or the last thing we'll be covering, is why Christian energy work can help you bring more heart and soul to your business and your brand. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into that. I really want to dig deep into why this Christian energy work is something that I pair with business, because I understand the mindset of an entrepreneur, mompreneur, all of that wonderful stuff. So moving on. So this is number 1 of when you're sucking the life out of your business. And this is when you only sit down to create with the hows in mind. In your business, if you're an online entrepreneur and you're service-based, and you definitely, if you're utilizing the online world to attract clients, and you realize that, okay, I want to create content, I want to create a training, I want to put something out there to let people know, what it is that I do or how I operate. And you're only doing that with the hows in mind, like, how does this lead to getting a client? How does this work in my little system that I have? Or how does this fit in the box? Then you're literally sucking the life out of your business, okay? You really want to be going deeper than that. You really want to be tapping into your own personal desires. You want to be tapping into your beliefs, what you stand for, and knowing that that is a bigger part of your brand, right? That not just creating for the sake of what is it going to lead to, okay? Because it is like the least expected things. When you know that you're speaking from heart and soul, the least expected things are the ones that like really take and they connect, and you're like, wow, I didn't know that would bring clients, but I just did it from my heart and I did it from my soul, right? Number 2, you only put work out that feels 100%. All right, ladies. Now this one is huge, because if you're waiting on yourself to feel 100%, I can tell you that you aren't putting very much out. And I know that from experience from my past clients, where it's like, this isn't perfect, it's not ready, I have this, I have that, and they're not putting anything out. They have like a huge book of like notes, journals of like all these wonderful ideas and topics, and just so many beautiful ideas that they could be implementing, but they're not doing it because it's not 100%. So that will suck the life out of your purpose, out of your business all the way. We are our greatest critiques, and we got to start being okay with 80%. And I bring this piece in here, as a homeschooler, we have that in our school. Like 80% is mastery. Okay, guys, like when they get 80%, we get to move on to the next thing. And that's in the education field. So you have to really translate that back over to your business. If it's at 80%, you need to put it out, right? I can look at my slides right here. To me, my slides feel kind of blank. They feel like they're missing color. They feel like, oh, I should have gotten this person to do this or make it better. But guess what? The idea, the thought, and it grabbing and touching the person that needs this right now is going to be more powerful than me sitting on this. Okay. Number 3, you put parameters on what you can express in your business. And so you look at your business as something that is stale, something that is like, oh my gosh, this is my business. My business only does this particular service, and I can only talk about the services within my business. Yeah. So you tell yourself that this is the only thing that makes sense, and you have a narrow scope of the true impact that you are called to create. Like, I really feel like with business, it's so much bigger. It's like this, it's a culture, it's a mission, it's a call. What is the bigger piece of your business besides, like for me, even in my business, EFT work? Great. EFT, I know EFT, I know splunker therapy, I'm familiar with EMDR, I'm familiar with content creation, I'm familiar with social media, I'm familiar with all these different things, structuring programs. Like, I could only be talking about those things. But if you go and you're in my Facebook group, um, the multi-passionate, the multi-passionate woman of faith, creating for Christ. If you go to my Facebook group, you will rarely see me. I mean, I do talk about those things, but you'll see that it's a broader scope and it's an expansion of what my brand really, really means, right? And that is how I attract clients. That is how I bring women into my space. And I want you guys to start doing the same thing. Stop putting parameters on yourself, on the things that you can express, the things that you can share within your business. The next thing that you know you're sucking the life out of your business is when you get an idea and you criticize it for hours, for days before you take action. Okay, you're allowing fear to settle in. You allow perfectionism to take over. You don't know how many times I've heard my clients have like this amazing idea, and before they even get it fully out of their mouth, they backtrack and they start talking about how it won't work, or wait a second, but this and all these other pieces. And I say to you, like, the best thing you can do for yourself when you are gifted, let me tell you something. Our Heavenly Father, He gifts us with amazing, amazing ideas. Okay. And what we do is we sit on those ideas and we criticize the ideas before we take action. No, when you get an idea, you need to take action. Like, say, this is what I'm doing. And then, give yourself 2 days, give yourself a week, depending on what you're putting together. Give yourself 3 months if it's a huge, huge, huge event or something. But put it out there, put it out into the atmosphere and say, this is what I'm doing. And then you figure it out after you've already put it out there. I'm just saying. When you're sucking the life out of your business, number 5, you feel a pull to share on a topic and you immediately think of what others will think of you. OMG. So huge, especially for us as Christian women. There's always this kind of like, okay, I should be doing things a certain way, or these people won't approve. And none of us are perfect, and we've all been through things, right? And if there's an aspect of your business or the way that you're supposed to empower and share with people, and it kind of talks a little bit to your past because you want to empower, it's like, can't really talk on that topic because people will think this about me, or I'm not looking like the good Christian girl that everybody thinks I am, right? Boy, I have some topics that I have been opening up on and sharing on when I'm on my own, webinars, when I'm in my Facebook group, and women resonate with it, right? And you cannot hesitate on sharing those topics, or worrying about what people will think about you, because people are always going to have an opinion about you. I had someone write a comment in my Facebook group, literally publicly. She posted in my Facebook group and said, Justina, you are not, and see, I remember this almost word for word, but she said, Justina, you are not of the Lord Jesus Christ, and you are leading people away from God. And I happened to be like taking a social media break. So like it literally was up in my Facebook group for like 3 days before I even addressed it. And luckily I did see like 1 or 2 comments with some of the women just saying, no, she isn't. Like, you're so rude. You shouldn't have even said that. You don't know Justina. She always leads us back to Christ. That's who she is. She loves God, So it was really nice to see that the women had picked up for me. But you best believe the topics that I talk about, they are taboo. The topics that I put out there, they're from my heart, and I don't care what anybody thinks. And I want you guys to be the same way. Stop caring about what other people think about you. Because you're going to get people that are going to say negative things about you. They're going to say it out loud. And you have to stand in what God has called you to do. You have to stand in the message, in the purpose, in the call of your life, knowing that, okay, I am in my word. I have mentors that are spiritual. I have people above me, advisors that can keep me grounded, because it's not about, what feels good to you. The world says that all the time. Oh, you got to do what feels good to you. But no, it's deeper than that. It's not just about doing what feels good to you, but knowing that you're in the will of God, knowing that you're in alignment with Him, and you're doing what He has called you to do. Therefore, when it comes time to sharing a topic or putting yourself out there or gaining that visibility, you're ready for it. You're not holding back. So let's see. Number 6, you fear your community will get upset and leave if you make them an offer. Sucking the life out of your business because you're not making any sales. You're not offering your clients a way, your audience, I should say, a way to actually work with you because you're afraid. Like, you built up this amazing audience and you're looking at all these people, you see them in the group and you're giving, sucking the life out of yourself and your business because your business is an extension of who you are because you're too afraid to make an offer. I have had clients enter my program, my signature program, the Soulful Business Alignment and Mindset Mastery Inner Circle. They have entered that space and literally they will have like thousands of email subscribers. They have a huge group. They have a wonderful audience and they haven't made an offer. I'm like, what is going on? Because it's fear and we have to work through the mindset and we have to break down that fear and figure out and get to the root of where it stems from so that they can actually begin to offer their services in a way without the negative energy surrounding the offer, right? That's one of the biggest things is that well, you may be putting out offers and you may be putting things out there, but you're not doing it from a soul-centered place. And that's what I help my clients do. Make your offers from a soul-centered place, from a place of confidence, from a place of knowing because you've done the inner work and you allowed yourself to clear those limiting beliefs. Number 7, when you're sucking the life out of your business, you spend too much time planning instead of saying yes and making a commitment. And then allowing God to show you the hows after, okay? OMG, this is a huge one. Spending too much time planning. I'm going to give you guys an example. I remember when I would do my little trainings, 2 years ago, I'd sit there and have to break down all these pieces, take me like a week or two to finally say I'm going to do something. That was nothing but fear. That was nothing but insecurity. That was nothing but my own limiting beliefs that caused me to do that. Now, hey, if I have something to say, I'm going to put the idea out there. I literally can maybe an hour before my training get my thoughts together and put it all in pieces the way it needs to be. Why? Because I'm speaking from the heart and soul. I've tapped into my true soul's message. I've tapped into my true soul's calling. And I want the same for you so that you can speak off the cuff and you know what you stand for and you know what your mission is. You understand what your brand actually stands for. Okay, you've done the deeper work around that. So you don't have to spend so much time planning. Like honestly, I will invite people to have a platform like in my, excuse me, in my Facebook group or invite them to, be on my blog or something and they will back out. It's like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Or I'm not too sure about this piece but I still need to figure this out. And it's like, stop it. If you have a calling on your life, you know that you know what God has called you to do. Stop making excuses. Stop saying you have to plan. Stop saying you have to get these pieces together. Show up authentically, right? Show up authentic. Try it. Just try it one time. Like, you know what? I'm going to just show up authentically. I'm going to be myself. And if you still have fears around that, which I know we all do, you probably do, that's why I work with my clients the way I do, with the limiting beliefs, with getting to the soul, getting to the root of the limiting beliefs and clearing them at the cellular level. Okay, this is literally, we have a subconscious catalog where we keep all these stored feelings and lies and vows based on the experiences that we've had from the time that we were kids. I'm telling you, I find it all the time. I'm really good at it. I'm going to peel it back. I'm going to find it. And we're able to do the work. We're able to do the energy work around it. We're able to do the prayer around it and the spiritual warfare around it also, because we know that the enemy attacks purpose. That's what he does. He attacks our purpose. And you have a soulful business that's rooted in your purpose. And it's time to stop spending so much time planning instead of saying yes. Say yes. Okay. Number 8, when we're sucking the life out of our business, you're creating too many things instead of repurposing or bringing new life to what you already have. Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. So I have some people that struggle in the area of they don't understand their message and not exactly sure what they should be creating because they haven't gotten rooted in their purpose and they don't exactly know what to create. Then I have the opposite. Those that know exactly what they're supposed to, what they're called to do, and they stand in their purpose and their message, and they're continually creating because they feel that they have to prove themselves. Right now, that's a whole nother situation where you're twiddling, like you're just continually putting things out there and creating this and creating that and lowballing yourself and undercharging yourself, but you're not repurposing and being strategic about what you're putting out there. Okay. I had a client and I totally helped her just like, all right, you gotta let's break this down. All right. We don't have to have all of these things. All right. Um, so yes, stop creating so many things and begin to learn how you can repurpose. That's one of the biggest things my clients say to me is Justina, the biggest thing I took away from you was repurposing and bringing new life to what I already had. And if you don't get that insight and you don't get someone that can look over your things and show you how to do it, you miss it every single time because you're so close to your own work. You miss it every single time. All right, before I go into this client review, I'm going to take a little peek and see if we have any comments or anything like that because I'm just on a roll today, y'all. All right, so this is a client review. One of my clients, Dawn, she suffered from some of these very things. She was sucking the life out of her business with fear of not having enough to share with her audience. Remember I told you I have two type of clients where they don't feel like they have enough to share and enough to make themselves visible. So after experiencing my strategic purpose flow session, she had the shift she needed to create her program from the soul and begin to grow her audience. She saw increased engagement with her posts and new groups and experienced clarity around her soul purpose. Okay. We actually did a video interview. So love her so much. You'll probably see that on one of my sales pages, her video interview. She was not able to be seen because her camera was giving her some issues or whatever that day, but we still pushed forward and we made it happen, right? 80%. Doesn't have to be 100% all the time. So her story is just beautiful. I loved working with Dawn and just helping her experience that flow of content, that flow and her being visible in her business and beginning to increase her engagement. And, people see her. People are like, okay, I see Dawn. What's she up to? I understand what she's doing, right? And then in turn, that brings us clients. That's a beautiful thing. We have to be seen. That visibility piece is so, so big. So like I said, we'd be talking about what is heart and soul. And heart and soul is creating a business that comes from the core of who you are. If you didn't start the foundation of your business right, meaning you created from the core of what did I say? Meaning you created from the core, we created from what others wanted instead of creating from the core of who you are, then you totally missed it. And I think that that's something that's really, really huge. A lot of times, we will look around us and see what we think people want, and we try to create based on that, which is perfectly okay. Don't get me wrong. You do need to give your clients what they want, but it also needs to be in alignment with who you are and what you're excellent and amazing and great at. And I think that's the gap that a lot of people are missing. They're seeing what they think people want. Okay, I know people want this, but then how do I make sure that it's in alignment with my skills, my talents, my God-given call on my life? That way I'm not operating out of alignment. That is a big piece right there. Number 2, what is heart and soul? It is the external expression of your voice. And if you are a Christian woman in business, you know that your voice should sound a lot like your creator. We have to grow in being at peace and ease with our unique God-given expression. Remember me sharing this with you guys a little bit earlier. I've heard someone, they literally said this to me, that whenever they are working or creating this aspect of their business, they don't feel at peace with it. They don't feel at peace. They feel like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? As long as you have that little undertone or question about the expression of your voice, your creativity, and you wonder, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? You're not gonna succeed in that thing. You definitely are not gonna succeed at that. What is heart and soul? Heart and soul is the core of who you are, and knowing and allowing it to resonate all through your business. Knowing it should, you can know that it should be resonating through your business, but are you allowing it to resonate through your business, or are you holding yourself back? Are you allowing it to show up in your content? Are you allowing it to show up in your programs? It's at the core of who you are. Is it showing up in your emails, your blogs? It's time to start shifting that, because all of these pieces needs to be a representation of the inner you, like I said. And that's what I help my clients really grab a hold of when they're going through this healing process, and they're up leveling their mindsets and healing at the cellular level. Because nowadays this social media business is so different. This personal branding is so different than just your stale, brick and mortar business. It really is different. We're building personal brands, and knowing that you are the core of your business, you have to be able to take care of you. You have to get to the core of you, right? And so making sure that the core of who you are is resonating all through your business, and you're not hiding pieces because you don't think. Sometimes we discount pieces. We discount something that's so amazing that would truly attract people. And I've listened, like I actually do timeline work with my clients, and I will go through in my signature program, I will do timeline work with my clients, and I will go through like all these different pieces, and I'll find this piece, and I'm like, look at this. You left this on the table. Do you know how many people need to know this, hear this? Because it increases the know, like, trust factor, increases your expert status, your credibility, and you just left that over there. You're going to get a spanking. You can ask my clients. They hear it all the time. You're going to get a spanking. But no, and I love being the eyes, to be able to have that eyes bird's view, and to be able to pull those pieces out. And I'll save that for my next client review that I have coming. What I find instead, right? I find instead that my clients, when they first come to me, they aren't fully satisfied with who they are yet. They're lacking self-worth in combination with thinking that they aren't enough just yet. Like, for the level that you're at right now, oh, you're good. Like, okay, I'm bringing a few clients, or, I'm building up. I know I'm getting there. But for what you really want to achieve, for the goals that you really want to achieve, and the goals that you really want to reach, and the people you really want to be reaching out to, and the people you really want to be working with, you don't think you're enough just yet. Just yet. You're hiding behind. This is something else that I find, that before my clients come to me, that they're hiding behind what they think will sell versus what their hearts are telling them to express and share. And inner healing work with me, like I was just sharing, it helps you blast right past that. And I don't allow my clients to go on with that mentality. I just don't. I want my clients to have free expression of who they are. I want them to be satisfied with who they are. Like, sometimes I watch my clients, the way they grow, and they end up having so much confidence. I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a totally new person. And it's so amazing, right? I even have to get used to, what you say? Oh, okay, that's cool. I even have to adjust myself for the change that my clients experience, right? Just that level of confidence and their level of knowing what they're going to do, right? They don't come to the sessions asking me like they were before. They come to the sessions telling me, which is so cool. Let's see. And what I find, some more things that I find instead, is that, is that the same thing? Yeah, that's the same thing. Sorry about that. Yeah. So a client review. Another one of my clients, Michelle, was totally undercharging herself and not reaching out for top affiliate partnership opportunities. And she didn't see herself amongst the top experts in her field. After our work together, she attracted 3 major affiliate partners and increased her sales by 200%. I think she knocked her own socks off during this program. And I even followed up with her a couple of weeks ago. And she's just like, Justina, It is nonstop since I left her program. So I'm so proud of her, and just the increase in her confidence and who she became. Like she even has her own team now. Like this whole idea of like repurposing, like she's been able to even expand her mind to see that, you know what, I don't have to do everything on my own. I can invite people and strategically have them working in my space, in my the structure of my business, right? So I'm so proud of her. All right, so now we're moving on to the 4 benefits of identifying the soul of your business. Okay, let me see. All right, if you guys are watching, you guys can, if you have questions or something, I don't mind answering those. Um, and let me know who you are if you're watching and you're here with us, okay? All right, so 4 benefits of identifying the soul of your business. And if I don't get to your comments now, because I can't even really see them, if I don't get to them, I will definitely come back. I always follow up and, answer questions, all of that. And again, the replay for this is for sale. It's $15 up until midnight tonight, and this will be increasing to $147. So I like when you're here, you're live, you're hearing me say that it's $15, and that means you get access to it till midnight. 4 benefits of identifying the soul of your business. Benefits. This is what you're going to get out of identifying the soul of your business, getting to the heart and soul of business, is you are more committed to the process of growing your business. Y'all don't tell, like this idea of commitment is so huge. I see women start and stop and start and stop and lose momentum, right? But when you're committed, there's no stopping you, then don't get me wrong. We all have a level of like, okay, I'm just going to give myself a breather. Maybe it's a scheduled break, but that this thing is coming. You're moving on to the next thing. You're still pursuing, you're still pushing forward, right? It's not I had a breakdown, I had a meltdown, and I'm just not doing this no more. And a year later, you try to come back to it. So you have commitment to the process of growing your business. When you get to the heart and soul, another benefit is that you stand the test of the highs and lows in business. You're able to stand the test of the highs and lows in business. At the end of the day, I always say, being in business for yourself is the greatest personal development journey that you can ever be on, because there are going to be highs and lows. And we know that. I mean, as Christian women, even we know we have Jesus as our savior. We understand that the enemy is defeated. We understand that Jesus, he defeated the enemy at the cross. But at the end of the day, we still have highs and lows in our life, right? So we're going to have highs and lows in our business. So how do we handle the highs and lows in business? Oh, I'm guilty. I've been there where it was like so devastated with the low. And it's like, doing that inner work, stepping into the energy work around, oh goodness, I don't know if that shows up during my webinar, but stepping into the energy work and the spiritual warfare during those lows, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. Because even if you're doing it now, you're on a high, like do it now while you're on a high, because pray over your business. I just did a Facebook Live with another group. I'll be sharing it on my Instagram TV. Mindset and Makeup by J Forge. You can find me. I'm on Instagram TV now, and I'm going to be uploading a prayer. I was telling people, Christian Women in Business is a group. I was showing them and telling them how I pray over my business, and that video has gotten so much visibility, so much attraction, that I want to share it on my Instagram TV, and I want you guys to be able to see it. I want to be able to help other people with it. The visibility around what I'm doing. Yes, I'm all for it. I'm ready. Are you? Are you ready to put yourself out there, get the visibility around what God is doing in your life? Because we already know it's a co-partnership with God. Your purpose, your business is in co-partnership with God. And the world needs to see that. The world sees so much already, so much negativity, that there needs to be the positive side of things, this positive business of empowerment, service, whatever it is that you're offering that God has put on your heart. There needs to be visibility around it, because when people see it, they know it exists. then they'll take advantage of it, right? Or they'll refer to other people. But if you stay small and stay invisible, keep playing small, you're not going to get anywhere. So 4 benefits, like we said, number 2 was standing the test of the highs and lows in business. Um, Another benefit of identifying the soul of your business is you get to unlock a strong brand strategy. I'm telling you, oh gosh, like, I don't know if you've copywriters, they're all out there and everything, but when you unlock your soul, the soul of your brand, through your own timeline work, even through in-depth client work, client reviews, like looking through their things as well, doing that on a deeper level. Oh my gosh, like just the words that you write on paper, the words that come out of your mouth will attract your clients. Just that simple. So getting to the soul, identifying the soul of your business helps you unlock a strong brand strategy, because they see your brand and people are like, wait a second, what she's doing is so different. I want to do that, right? I want to be in her space. Number 4, you get to be who you are versus what you do. And that is so huge. Oh my gosh, guys, this one is so big. Like, I just rest in that, because it's not, in business, this is what I was saying earlier, that business is so much bigger than just the service you provide, right? Like, I can help you write a content calendar. I can help you write out the structure of your program. I can help you grow your Facebook group. I can help you increase your sales. I can help you do all of that stuff. But who am I? You know what I'm saying? It's about who I am. I'm a person that is in love with psychology, spirituality, business, spiritual warfare. Like, I'm in love with like those aspects of things, energy work. So when I talk about my business, I get to talk about who I am. I get to talk about my story of how I got drawn into new age beliefs, and not necessarily new age practices so much, but I got drawn into new age beliefs. And I started thinking that, oh, I control my own destiny. And, God kind of bends to my will, because I said I wanted this and I prayed about it, and he's supposed to give it to me because I prayed so hard and I had all this faith, and he's supposed to move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being in that place of not being in the will of God and thinking I was, and thinking I knew everything. No, ma'am, it don't work like that. So I love helping my clients like really get to the root of like when they're like, this whole idea of personal development and growth and reaching our goals and becoming successful, it can really start crossing a line over where we're in it for ourselves, or we're in it for the wrong reasons, so being able to stay on this side of the fence where we know we're operating businesses that are honoring to God and that are in his will is so important. You don't want business to be that one area where it was for me, it was that one area where I was just like, I was way off, because I was seeking things outside of God. I was seeking because I wanted results. And I was seeking other means outside of him, right? So with the Christian energy work, we are literally calling in the Holy Spirit, and we're calling in God, and we're clearing limiting beliefs at the soul level. This is stuff that's already within you that God wants to be healed so that you can step fully into your purpose. Okay. Kind of went on a tangent for a second. Let's see. 4, you get to be who you are versus what you do. Your unique soul message ends up making you stand out and you win. Instead of talking about what you do as if your job defines you, you communicate and lead with who you are, right? Because this is a part of who you are. It's the way God designed you. It is what he has called you to do. And if you don't see your business like that, our work together won't, there's no point in us working like that. If you don't see your business as an extension of yourself, if you don't see your business as a place where you get to have a full expression of self, then yeah, we wouldn't be able to work together, because I literally go that deep with you. And yeah, I love doing that type of work. So client review, yay! All right, let's see. I'm going to check over real quick. Am I even in the right spot? Hold on. I need to check. I wasn't even in the right spot. Oh, okay, yeah. People are liking, hey guys. Hey Grace. So all right, client review. Before our energy clearing session, Kate thought she wasn't capable of making money and thought she had to be salesy in order to make it. She realized with all the blocks she was experiencing around around money, she was actually coming across as needy and desperate. After our session, she felt like she was able to see herself, her business, and making money in a new light. She shifted into realizing she was being of service. She has become more confident in reaching out to potential clients and offering her services in a genuine way. She has been able to grow her community, get more leads, and get more people on the phone. She started to make more sales, build more consistency, and she believes in herself a whole lot more. So, I also have a video testimonial of Kate, and that's on my sales page as well, for the Soulful Business Alignment and Mindset Mastery Inner Circle 16-week signature program. I love that. That's my favorite program, y'all, because I get to go so deep with you all. Y'all don't realize, like, that is my favorite program that I have ever created. It is uniquely designed by myself and God because he whispers to me in the middle of the night. And I just love it. I love that program. But Kate, she actually ended up doing a 4-hour EFT clearing session with me. That's it, y'all. Okay. 4 hours over the course of 2 weeks, no, we stretched it out to a month. 4 hours over the course of a month. And one of the things that she was able to accomplish was literally after one of our EFT sessions, because we do our timeline work, which I really like. And we identified a specific block for her, and she was able to write a blog, like a blog that she was trying to write for so long. She was finally able to sit down, write the blog, which was a twist on one of her own limiting beliefs and how she overcame that or whatever. And she submitted it the same day, and less than like 5 hours later, they accepted it. And this particular brand that she got accepted to, they have over 1 million viewers every month. So talk about visibility at its finest. Talk about like the anxiety level of writing from the heart and soul and knowing that 1 million people are going to see it. They're going to read your words. They're going to hear your position, your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, what you stand for, and how it's connected back to your services and how you know what you know your purpose to do, right? Fear, anxiety. Are you feeling any of that? Not Kate. She totally wasn't, because of our energy clearing session that we had. And so super excited. Love this. I love all my clients actually. And so why energy clearing for entrepreneurs? This is why I say clearing negative energy and limiting beliefs at the cellular level is so important for your business. How can you create from the core of who you are if you don't fully value everything about yourself? Every single piece. You have to value every single piece. That means you are not leaving pieces of yourself on the table. That's something that one of my clients said to me. She was just like, Justina, thank you so much. Like, I didn't leave any piece of myself on the table. And that's where I get that phrase from. I was like, you go, girl, because I don't want you to. Your business is an extension of who you are. When you're creating a soulful brand, a personal brand, creating these transformative programs, because you want to see people shift and have an amazing experience. You want them to get results, and you want to see it like just like right before their eyes, right? You want that for your own clients. You want them to be satisfied with the services that you're providing. You want to be able to use your skill set and what you know God has gifted you to do. And I'm pretty sure, like, even for myself, like, I remember like over a decade ago, because I'm a little up there, even earlier than that, I remember filling out applications, and I would say to myself, God, why do any of these applications have like my actual skill set on there? You know, like the thing that I love doing, peeling back the layers, looking beyond the surface, connecting services and connecting the dots and pulling pieces together. And like, I mean, none of it had it on there. Just none of those positions fit me. And it was because I needed to create my own. And I actually feel the same way for a lot of women out there, a lot of Christian women out there, Christian or not. You know, you have to create a position for yourself, right? And I think that's what a lot of you have done. If you're here listening to this, this live or the replay, like you created a position for yourself. You created a position based on what you know God has gifted you to do, and then you turned it into a business, and now you're ready to take it to the next level, okay? Or maybe you're at a place where you're like, I really want to turn this into a business, or I've been trying to turn it into a business and it's been difficult. So there we go. And my other reason why energy clearing for entrepreneurs, what I do as a soul brand alignment strategist is to help you identify those blocks, and we turn them into strategic content and messages for your business. So like I said before, I don't think I shared this part. I did at the beginning. I'll be hosting a 4-hour Purpose Flow Christian energy clearing workshop. And if any of what I'm sharing with you resonates, I would love for you to attend. The regular price for this workshop is going to be $497, y'all. $497 after I do it this one time. Like I said, I'm feeling into it, but this one time I am doing it for $197, but I'm allowing you guys to get 50% off because you're watching me live, or you're going to be watching the replay up until midnight, right? So you'll watch the replay up until midnight, and then tomorrow by midnight, you'll have to pay your $147. That's just what it is. So I already shared with you a client that experienced the 4-hour Purpose Flow Christian Energy Clearing Workshop. She honestly wasn't even a Christian, the lady that I worked with. So I work with all different types of people. I'm just very clear that the work that I do is Christian based. It's a biblical perspective, a biblical worldview that I carry with the energy work that I do. But yes, I can work with anyone. Like I said, the lady that I worked with, she was not a Christian, and we worked out just fine, and she had amazing results. So if you want to take advantage of this 4-hour Purpose Flow Christian Energy Clearing Workshop, that's a long line. You can just use my PayPal link. Do it now. PayPal.me/purposefulpursuit/147. Do it now, and I will add you to the Spirit Driven Success Circle, which I know the Spirit-Driven Success Circle needs to continue. That's something I want to do every month, where we already have 4 mini EFT scripts. I went from 5 to 10 minutes tapping on limiting beliefs that I know already exist. And the women in the group, they have had an amazing time tapping and clearing, and there's been some awesome results just from that. So when you pay your $147, you actually get access to those EFT scripts already that are up there. So that's good for you. So you can join me in my main group. My main group is a multi-passionate woman of faith creating for Christ. This links you to that, which I don't know. I didn't think about it, but if I give the slides with it, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just put the name of it there. The multi-passionate woman of faith creating for Christ. That is my main Facebook group. The extension of that is the multi-passionate woman of faith live training room. And so that's where this training is being shared right now. You have to be in the live training room to get access to this. And I'm excited to have you guys watch it, watch the replay and all of that. So like I told you guys before, I am the creator of the Soulful Business Alignment and Mindset Mastery Inner Circle. It is a 16-week intimate coaching program for Christian women entrepreneurs. This is the only online inner circle you'll ever need if you want to clear your limiting beliefs around visibility and money at the soul level. Walk away with a signature program and a cohesive brand that you know honors Christ. So I invite you guys to get on the wait list. What I'll probably do is go back into the post itself and put the wait list and hold on, I can actually comment with the wait list right now. Let's see. The wait list is, hi, Grace. Hey, Keisha. So sorry I wasn't commenting with you guys, but the wait list for the SBNMM is bit.ly/now that's waitlist. And the reason why it says now that's because I love, like, my business is a purposeful pursuit to a beautiful you. So I had put now that's a beautiful you was the name of my program when I first started this. Now, that's a beautiful you, because, I want you guys to see that beautiful brand coming through. So now that's waitlist. So you guys can hop on the waitlist. for this program. And then I think a lot of you are already in the Multi-Passionate Women of Faith Facebook group. So Multi-Passionate Women of Faith Creating for Christ, look that up. And then if you want to join us for the EFT workshop that's happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would love to have you guys. So PayPal me / Purposeful Pursuit. I'm typing this /147. There we go. And you guys get $50 off of the you guys get 50% off the discount, not 50%, but $50 off the discounted price already. So that's kind of cool. That's what I do like to just treat those that are in my space and that take the time to listen to me speak for like an hour, all that wonderful stuff. So I didn't even know how long this would take, but we're coming down to an hour. If we have any questions, that you guys want to ask, just comment, and I'll be flip-flopping back and forth because we're in the live training room right now, and I see a few of you watching. So if you have any questions, just ask. And then I'm going to sneak over to the Spirit Driven Success Circle, which is my membership, which I still need to give the ladies the details of how they can stay and be a part of us, because I definitely want to continue. Let's see. Yeah, we had a few of you guys watching over here too. So, all right. I am going to give you guys a chance to watch the replay on all of this. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye. Uh-oh. Let's see. I finished that. Did we stop?